Hey yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to NextGen Wealth Tips. Today we're going to be going through some of the stock news that is going on and look at the chart and see where the market is actually going. So, with that being said, we're majority of the stocks are in the green in the SPY, except for some stocks like Apple. We got some bad news with Apple. I talked about it in my last video, but basically Apple has gotten sued and they finally kind of came with a settlement now. So you might see Apple stock coming back up, but maybe in like a week or two until the settlement and everything is kind of out of the table. But with that being said, let's start off with I hope you guys are having a good week. I want to talk about the news and how the market closed on Friday. All I ask in return is you guys to subscribe if this helped you out. Before we start, let me tell you guys what happened on the market on Friday. So basically, the overall SPY gained 1.3%, breaking a 5-day losing streak and marking its first increase since Christmas. The Dow Jones rose 0.9%. The NASDAQ increased 1.6%, such as Nvidia and Tesla rebounding. It kind of brought it up. The Federal Reserve policy adjusting as economic data hints at slowing inflation and also recovery in tech stocks, with Nvidia leading the charge due to the developments in AI chip and manufacturing. Also, with that being said, I want to talk about Nvidia. I think on the 9th, they're actually having a speech basically. So a lot of people are hyped about that. So that's kind of why it is going up. Nvidia stock rose 4.5% with investors anticipating insights from the CEO's upcoming speech, just like I just said. But let's say corporate development. So first, we're going to talk about the U.S. Steel. Basically, they dropped 8% because President Biden blocked their merger with a Japan company, basically. With that being said, we also have that it doesn't have the scale to invest in modern technology and compete with the world's biggest players. And basically just saying that if this didn't work out, that they're going to go out of business and a lot of people are going to be out of jobs. So keep that on your mind for the future. Another thing, we got Tesla. We got Tesla shares attempting to recover after the 5 session skid driven by the weaker than expected fourth quarter earnings. As you guys know, we have 495,000 when we kind of needed 512,000 to 515,000 for people to be happy. So with that being said, we did have a decline after that, but we did have some good numbers in China that made it look good. The next stock we're going to be talking about is Carvana. So basically, the stock continued to fall during a damaging report which questioned the company's loan practices. So keep this on your mind, on your radar for a put option if you guys want to get into that. But with that being said, we also have the sectors, basically energy. So basically, the next sector that I want to talk about is the energy sector, basically rising a lot recently, 8.4%, and even the other sectors too. I want to keep these on your mind while looking into things like that. Another thing that I want to kind of mention is the alcohol related companies. Declines were observed following the U.S. surgeon warnings on cancer risk associated with alcohol consumption. If so, if you're in any of those stocks, make sure that you guys are being careful with that. That being said, we have increased market volatility is anticipated in 2025 with potential trade tensions and a shift away from mega cap stocks to sectors such as energy, utilities, and healthcare. So I want y'all to understand that you guys can also invest in other companies other than tech companies. And some of the ones we were just talking about with the energy sector. And I recommend getting into some pharmaceuticals, just like they said, healthcare. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin has been sliding, but we're almost at that 100K level once again. With that being said, if you are trying to trade something like Bitcoin, you can get into stocks like MSTR, Coinbase, stuff like that that runs on Bitcoin. But with that being said, they slipped 0.7%, potentially indicating that negative stock market sentiments are affecting the cryptocurrency prices. But with that being said, we're almost at 100K, so I'm not really too scared on this. That's just something that they said on here for news. I wouldn't really be too nervous. I might come out with a cryptocurrency video next, so I guess watch that. But with that being said, just like I said earlier, the SPY rallied 1.3%. And then it's its first gain since the Christmas and ending the 5-day losing streak, which is good. That's good to hear. Also, Rivian surges at the beginning of the year with better than expected EV numbers. Stock jumped more than 24% after it released the numbers. That is kind of crazy. And they delivered nearly 14.2 thousand EVs during the fourth quarter, bringing the yearly sales volume up to 51,000 trucks, which is kind of insane. I mean, it's not really like as big as Tesla, but this brought the stock up almost 24%, which is insane. So I recommend keeping Rivian on your radar for the future. So just keep that in mind. Oh, and also it's at 16.49%. Another thing I wanted to say is Microsoft is investing $80 billion in AI enabled data centers. You're just seeing companies spend more and more on AI to get their foot in the market basically. But he said basically government regulations on technology will play an important role in supporting American firms in other countries. Also urging incoming President Donald Trump to invest in the golden opportunity, which means basically for him to invest more into AI when he gets into it, which just means that it is the golden opportunity. And also, AI relies on seek out nuclear energy to power them. So basically, I think we're gonna start using more nuclear energy because, as you guys know, like we don't really have that much energy as is, and then running all this AI stuff is gonna be even more powerful. But yeah, but it says today the United States basically leads the global AI race thanks to the investment of private capital. So basically, all the other companies investing in AI right now and the military investing in AI is making us be ahead of that. But with that being said, let's stop yapping about news. Let's pull up the charts. Let me get TradingView up. We'll be using TradingView today. Still gonna be a little bit messy. Not even gonna lie, but we're gonna be looking at some basic stocks. First off, like I was talking about earlier, we're gonna look at Rivian, grew almost 24%. You're still looking pretty bullish, higher highs and stuff like that. I recommend just seeing how it moves on Monday. We might see the stock hit 17, watch it break 17 to 18, all the way up to that $20 level. I think $20 is going to be a key level for this stock. So keep that on your mind. We'll be talking about Tesla because Tesla has been breaking key levels. I think looking at that 420 level is going to be a key level to the upside. And 420 to 425 to 430 to 436. These are all key levels to look at. And then these also. At the same time, going to the downtrend, I recommend looking at that 410 level, down to the 406, down to the 400. 400 is going to be a key level, and then down to 396. And if we break below that, we're going to be seeing it at the 390 once again, and then it might still keep going down. At the same time, Apple kind of been fluctuating, has been as bad as it was the past couple of days. The bearish trend is kind of over. Kind of. It was still down for the day, but at the same time, we're not falling as much as we used to. I think watch this 242 level because it's been consistently bouncing off of it. So we got to see what it does with this level right here, and if it breaks below it, we're going to see it go down even more, or we can see a big bounce up and then start going to the upside. So those are some key levels to look at. Nvidia, Nvidia still got some good news. I think this is one of those things that's going to keep going up until the ninth, and then if the ninth people aren't too happy, you're going to see the stock fall. But if people are happy on the ninth when the speech is out, then you're going to see the stock go up. But with that being said, watch the 145, 146, 147, just some easy keys. 149 to the 150. I think 150 is going to be a key level for this. And then to the downside, I'll look at 144, 143, 142.7, and 142. These are key levels. And then also all the way down to the 140 is going to be a bigger level. And then last but not least, we're going to be looking at SPY. So for the SPY, I'll look at the 152, 152.5, 153.8, and then 155.4 to the upside. I'm sorry, they're kind of weird, but they're just recent levels that I used to look at. And then to the downside, I look at 591, 590, and then 590 is gonna be a key level. And then below 590, I'll look at 591 or 589, and then all the way down to the 587. And then another key level is gonna be 585. I don't think we're gonna get down this far, but just be careful with how other stocks are moving. But with Apple kind of consolidating itself right now, I don't think we're gonna move too far down, even if we get like a dip in like Nvidia or something. But yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching the video. Smash that like button, subscribe if you guys are new. And yeah, guys, peace out.